Some heroes are silent. They don't just remain silent. They change the world with their actions. This is the story of Samson, a wise elephant. Here in Florida's tranquil wildlife park, Samson, an old elephant, was loved by everyone. As the park's oldest resident, Samson wasn't just an animal, he was a symbol of wisdom. The staff saw Samson as the heart of the park. His calm demeanor made it feel as if he communicated with nature itself. But no one could have guessed that this peaceful giant had instincts that would one day save lives. Everything seemed like a typical day. But Samson, he sensed the danger approaching. This change in him wasn't just the instinct of an animal, it was a call for survival. Samson's days were usually calm and serene. He had become a symbol of the park, beloved by both visitors and staff. Samson was especially adored by the children in the park. His gentle movements and kind demeanor inspired admiration, not fear. Samson is so sweet. Watching him is truly mesmerizing. To the park staff, Samson wasn't just an animal, he felt like a member of the team. Every morning he made sure to greet them. He's truly special. It feels like he understands us. Sometimes I talk to him. Who knows? Maybe he's listening. Samson's calm nature warmed the hearts of everyone who saw him. But no one imagined that this gentle giant might sense an impending disaster. Samson's peaceful routine suddenly changed. This gentle giant, loved by all, began acting strangely and restlessly. Samson looks around, letting out a loud roar, something he's never done before. Park staff and visitors watch his behavior with curiosity and concern. A park employee approaches Samson, attempting to calm him. Samson pauses for a moment, but then resumes digging. Samson is usually so calm, but this behavior, seeing him like this, worried me. It was like he knew something was wrong. Samson's unusual actions made the staff uneasy. However, no one realized the magnitude of the danger yet. His restlessness grew. Samson began moving from one corner of the park to another, sometimes roaring loudly in a way no one could understand. Samson, who once loved playing with children, now kept his distance, even from them. It was as if he sensed danger. Hurricane season was approaching in Florida. Yet on that day, the weather showed no obvious signs of danger, except to Samson, who seemed to sense the coming storm. Samson was aware of the danger. While staff watched his behavior, unsure of what to do, Samson was determined to communicate something. Samson's behavior really made me think. It felt like he was trying to lead us somewhere. Nature began to give its first quiet warnings. But these signs weren't clear enough for people to understand. Only Samson could read nature's language. Visitor, nervously, "What's going on? Why does he seem so agitated?" It felt like he was deliberately guiding us somewhere. I didn't think it was a coincidence. Samson's actions grew more deliberate. Standing on the hill, it seemed as though he knew exactly where the danger was coming from. The silent harbinger of the hurricane was finally revealing itself. Nature seemed to be holding its breath. Samson's silent yet determined warnings were finally being heeded. But soon, the truth would reveal itself in full force. A silent warning from nature, heard by an elephant. But for humans, the real danger was only just beginning. As the wind intensifies, tree branches begin to break. The sky is pitch black, illuminated only by occasional flashes of lightning. Rainwater starts pooling in the park's lower areas. Some fences are knocked down by the violent winds. The hurricane was approaching with full force. As the winds plunged the park into chaos, humanity stood powerless against the might of nature. Samson was no longer just a guide. Now, he became a shield, standing to protect the people. The low-lying areas of the park had succumbed to the hurricane's power. Had Samson kept the people there, the outcome could have been far worse. If it weren't for Samson, we'd all be in the middle of the danger right now. I'll never forget how he guided us. Even at the hurricane's peak, Samson exuded hope to those around him. His calmness gave courage to the trembling visitors and staff. He's not just an animal, he's a hero, giving us hope. Nature was slowly calming down. Thanks to Samson's instincts and guidance, no one in the park was harmed. That day, Samson was no longer just an animal. He was remembered as a hero who protected the people. Not all heroes are human. Samson reminded us of the power of nature and the significance of animal instincts. His story will never be forgotten. Nature had shown its power once again. But thanks to Samson's vigilance, no one was harmed that day. That day, Samson wasn't just an animal. He became a hero who saved lives and etched his name into the park's history. He's not just an elephant, he's a friend who showed us the strength of nature and the capacity of animals to help humans. This story reminds us that animals are not just part of nature, but also its protectors and silent heroes. Some heroes are silent. When we listen to nature, we can see the guidance and protection it offers us. Samson's story reminds us never to forget the importance of these silent heroes. Samson's story reminds us to listen to the voice of nature. Together, humans and animals are stronger.